Not all employers are tolerating Gen Z's laid-back language. Anyone over the age of 35 they know what's coming. They can all empathise with this story. It's unbelievable. Unfortunately, I'm in my 40s, so I now have to put up with this myself. Where you've got an employee. I had one employee say to me, I don't really think you want me to do this. I think you just like intimidating and annoying me. They actually said this to me because I'm in California. So they were like, I feel like you don't really think this way. You just want me to you want to intimidate me. I was like, shut up and dig. Pick up the shovel and do as you're told. But let's read the story because if nothing else, it will be grimly amusing. So let's have at it, shall we? Not all employers are tolerating Gen Z's laid-back language by Rebecca Knight, features correspondent. First things first, Rebecca Knight. Get her a proper job. Even the person that wrote the story doesn't do any work. Rebecca Knight does less work than John Wayne's safety catch. Right, let's just have that said straight away. She's Gen Z. She needs to do some work. How long did this take her? She probably got an AI to write it. Give Rebecca the Hoover. Say, get to work in broadcasting house, woman. Well, at least she's got a pen. I thought that was a nail file at first. You know what I mean? Like the manager's giving her a telling off. And she's just like, whatever. Gen Z workers have a more casual approach to language, but some employers say laid-back communication is holding them back. By casual approach to language, what they mean is these people make less sense than pissed Diane Abbott. Have you heard a young person speak? It's absolute gibberish. Gibberish. BBC Pidgin makes more sense than the average sentence that comes out of a Generation Z worker's mouth. And if you've never seen BBC Pidgin, here's a quick example. Even the pop-up's funny on BBC Pidgin. We don't make important changes to our privacy and cookies policy, and we want make you know we tin this one mean for you and your personal information. Find out wetting done change. Fantastic use of the taxpayers' money. Love that. Promoting illiteracy. In the quest to be themselves, many young workers communicate casually. It doesn't sit well with all companies that see professionalism differently. They don't call it casual communication when I say it. I communicate casually. You, pick that up, put it over there. That's casual communication, but they don't like that type of casual communication. What they mean is, Gen Z workers do less work than the ship's cat and speak gibberish all the time. That's all it is. Bosses don't care as long as you do some work. When Anna landed a job in the art department at a prominent London-based hedge fund straight out of university, she was the youngest member of her team by a decade. Yeah, and she was about as much use as a nun's fanny. What did she do? It already sounds like a non-job, because everybody else is doing all the work. So let's get a 22-year-old diversity hire in so it looks good. Anna, who'd graduated from the top of her class, was eager to learn from colleagues. Their feedback was mostly positive, she recalls, but for one issue, her boss said her casual language and informal manner undermined her credibility. She brushed it off. Course she did. I had good relationships with clients. I think it's better to be personable than austere. I was performing well and thought that would be enough. 4 months into the job, however, she was fired. Her manager cited her lack of professionalism, including her frequent use of filler words like and totally. They're the two words you pick, aren't they? When you're an English bloke and you're doing a bad stereotype of a valley girl from California, they're the two words you use all the time. Like totally. And she uses them every sentence. I'm Northern, we use superfluous likes. So I'm not having a pop. But come on, put some effort in. Anna's supervisor said she didn't come across as intelligent, who should be working at a top hedge fund, and her demeanour didn't fit the firm's image. Yeah, because Anna was packing 8 inches on the slack. That's what they're not telling you. Although at least she doesn't go by they, them pronouns. Older generations say younger ones are weaker, less serious and less prepared, especially at work. But experts say the current clash extends beyond standard generational divides. It's emblematic of how much life and work have changed. Yeah, but nowadays you can find experts who'll tell you up is down and left is right. Experts said that someone was suffering from affluenza and therefore, because they'd never been disciplined before, it wasn't their fault when they killed a load of people standing at a bus stop by driving the truck through it pissed. Experts will tell you anything. We know what the crack is. Gen Z was spoiled. Boomers spoiled their kids. So they were a little bit lazier than the parents. But millennials spoiled their kids rotten and turned out the most useless, work-shy, emotionally incontinent, pissant generation for the last 500 years. A mate of mine was telling me a couple of weeks ago that he had a load of work he wanted doing in his back garden, like a load of brocks in one corner, you know, sort of slightly disjointed fence and a load of weeds in the other corner. And he said he called a landscaping company to come out and look at it. The bloke came over, walks around the back. He pointed at the boulders and was like, yeah, there's a load of rocks there, I want them moving, maybe a pond put in there, and this fence fixing, and a bit of weeding doing. And he said the bloke was just like, nah. Nah. Looks like work, that. That's how bad it's got. You can take your car to a mechanics now and they just look at it and go, yeah, that's knackered, innit? Definitely knackered. You want to fix it? Nah. They provide nothing useful to anybody, and this story is just making excuses for them because it's the BBC, obviously. Anyway, I'll put the story in full so you can have a read and make your own mind up, and then I would love to know your thoughts. This story perfectly accompanies, it's like a side salad to my ongoing series, Do Some Work, You Lazy Bint. If you haven't checked that out, I suggest you do, because there's some crackers on there. I can't believe these people get paid anything, but I recommend you check it out. Anyway, I have to go because I've got to go to work. Unlike this lot, I have to actually be where I'm supposed to be on time and, you know, do stuff. So that's going to have to do you for the day. But thanks for checking out my latest offerings. I apologise for missing my live stream on Saturday. I will be there with bells on this weekend. I assure you of that. All right, let me know what you think of this story in the comments. Please check it out and I'll see you all very soon. All right, cheers. Toodle pip.